What if the reason money keeps slipping through your fingers has nothing to do with how much you earn? What if every time you looked at your bank account and felt fear, you were actually sending money away on purpose without knowing it? Stay with me for the next few minutes, because what you're about to hear will change the way you see every single dollar that passes through your hands. Before we go further, if you believe there is a spiritual law behind abundance, behind why some people attract wealth effortlessly while others work themselves to exhaustion and stay stuck, type "I receive" in the comments right now. Not later, now. Because the moment you write those words, you begin to shift something in your energy. And if this message finds you, it's not by accident. Subscribe to The Word Creates, because what I'm about to show you is something most people will never discover in their entire lives. There is a woman, I'll tell you her story in a few minutes, who spent 11 years living paycheck to paycheck, doing everything right. She budgeted, she saved, she worked 2 jobs, she prayed for money every single night before bed. And yet, no matter what she did, more bills appeared, more emergencies, more reasons why the money would arrive and disappear just as fast. Until one ordinary Tuesday afternoon, she said 4 words out loud, almost by accident, words she didn't even understand at the time. And within 90 days, her entire financial reality changed. It wasn't a new job. It wasn't a lottery ticket. It wasn't luck. It was something far older than luck. Something ancient civilizations understood. Something hidden in scripture. Something whispered about in the oldest teachings on prosperity. And something almost nobody talks about today. And here's the part that should stop you cold. You have probably been doing the exact opposite of what she discovered every single day without realizing it. Here is the first truth you need to hear, and I need you to really absorb this, because it will feel uncomfortable at first. Money is not a number. Money is energy in agreement with your emotions. Every coin, every bill, every transfer that has ever passed through your hands carried the vibration you assigned to it in that moment. If you looked at your bank statement and felt shame, you told your money, "You are a source of shame, stay small." If you looked at a bill and felt panic, you told your money, "You are dangerous, I want you gone as fast as possible." Money listens, not metaphorically, energetically. The ancient teaching, found across scripture and across nearly every wisdom tradition on earth, is this: what you bless multiplies, and what you curse withers. Think about the number 7. It appears throughout sacred texts as the number of completion, of divine rest, of things coming full circle. Financial teachers who study symbolic numerology often point to cycles of 7 weeks, 7 months, as thresholds where old patterns either break or repeat themselves one more time. If you have been treating money as an enemy, as a source of stress, as something you chase and never catch, you have been living inside a curse cycle. Not because you are unworthy, not because you don't work hard enough, but because you were never taught the actual law. And that law is simple, and it is about to become impossible for you to unknow. But if energy and blessing are the real currency behind money, then why do some people who genuinely love money, who genuinely feel gratitude, still stay stuck? Why do some people say affirmations every morning, "I am wealthy, I am abundant," and still watch their accounts stay empty? There has to be something deeper, something beneath the words, something that decides whether an affirmation becomes real or just becomes another sentence you whispered into the void. That missing piece is exactly what changed everything for the woman I mentioned, and her story will show you precisely where the gap is. The gap between wishing for abundance and actually becoming a vessel for it. Her name doesn't matter. What matters is what happened to her, because it may be happening to you right now. She worked in customer service, answering calls for 8 hours a day, listening to strangers complain, apologizing for problems she didn't create. Every night she came home exhausted, and every night she opened her banking app with a knot in her stomach, almost afraid to look. She had tried everything the internet told her to try: vision boards, gratitude journals, She wrote, "I am a money magnet," on sticky notes and placed them on her mirror. And still, nothing moved. If anything, life seemed to test her harder. Her car broke down, her rent increased, a family member needed help she couldn't afford to give. One night, completely drained, she sat on her kitchen floor because she didn't even have the energy to reach the couch. She looked at a crumpled $5 bill on the counter, the last cash she had until her next paycheck. And instead of feeling despair, something shifted. She picked it up, held it in both hands, and instead of thinking, "This isn't enough," she whispered, almost without meaning to, "Thank you for staying with me." 4 words. "Thank you for staying." She said later that in that moment, something in her chest loosened. For the first time in years, she wasn't gripping money out of fear. She was speaking to it the way you'd speak to something you respected. Not desperate, not demanding, grateful. She kept doing it. Every bill that came into her hands, every payment she made. She paused, even for 2 seconds, and silently thanked it instead of resenting it. She stopped saying, "I can't afford this." She started saying, "This is flowing out to make room for more." Within 3 weeks, her manager offered her a position she hadn't even applied for, with better pay. Within 7 weeks, there's that number again. An old client from years before reached out asking her to do freelance work on the side. Work that paid more per hour than her full-time job. Within 90 days, she had paid off a debt she assumed would follow her for another 5 years. She didn't win anything. She didn't manifest a miracle out of thin air. She changed the relationship, and the relationship changed everything that followed. Here is the second truth, and this is the one most people never hear in their entire lives. Money doesn't respond to how much you want it. It responds to how safe it feels around you. Think about it the way you'd think about a person. If someone was constantly anxious around you, constantly grabbing at you, constantly talking about how they needed you to fix their problems, would you want to stay close to them? Or would you quietly start pulling away? Money behaves the same way. Fear repels it. Desperation repels it. Resentment repels it. But gratitude, steady, quiet, consistent gratitude, makes it want to stay. And more than that, it makes it want to bring more of itself with it. This isn't wishful thinking. It's a principle you can find echoed across ancient wisdom. It is not the amount given that matters, but the spirit in which it is given and received. A small offering given freely, given with love, was described as carrying more weight than a great fortune given with a grudging heart. The same law works in reverse, toward what comes into your hands. Every single interaction you have with money, paying rent, buying groceries, checking your balance, receiving your paycheck, is a conversation. And for most of your life, you've been having that conversation in a language of fear. It's time to learn a new language. So how do you actually put this into practice? Starting today? Starting right now. First, before you spend anything, pause for 2 seconds and mentally say, "Thank you," to the money leaving your hands. Not out loud if you're in public, just internally. Feel it as an exchange, not a loss. Second, stop checking your bank account with fear in your chest. Before you open the app, take one breath and silently say, "I am safe, and abundance is finding its way to me." Then look. Your emotional state before you check is more important than the number you see. Third, choose one moment a day to bless money that isn't even yours yet. When you see a nice car, a beautiful home, someone enjoying financial ease, don't feel envy. Feel genuine happiness for them, and silently say, "There is more than enough for me too." Envy tells the universe money is scarce. Celebration tells it money is abundant and available. Fourth, pay close attention to recurring numbers this week, especially 7, 11, and 22. In numerology, these are considered signs of alignment and doors opening. If you keep seeing them on receipts, clocks, or license plates, Take it as confirmation that your new financial energy is being recognized and matched. 5th, every night before sleep, place your hand over your heart and say this simple sentence: I welcome money as a friend, not as a burden. Say it slowly. Say it like you mean it. Your subconscious mind is most receptive in those final minutes before sleep, and this is where real, lasting reprogramming happens. None of these steps require you to have more money before you start. That's the trap most people fall into, waiting to feel abundant until the money arrives, when the truth is the opposite. The feeling comes first. The money follows the feeling. If you've made it this far, I want you to really sit with this for a moment. You were never bad with money. You were never destined to struggle. You simply inherited a relationship with money built on fear. Fear you may have watched your parents carry. Fear that was modeled to you before you were even old enough to understand what a bank account was. But inherited patterns are not permanent sentences. They are simply the starting point you get to rewrite. From this moment forward, every time money touches your hands, you have a choice. You can grip it in fear, the way you always have, or you can hold it gently, bless it, thank it, and let it know it is welcome to stay, and to bring more of itself home with it. The woman on the kitchen floor didn't have a special gift you don't have. She simply discovered the language money has been waiting to hear from you your whole life. Now you know it too. If this message spoke to something inside you, don't let it end here. Comment the words, "I welcome abundance" below, right now, before you scroll away. Because speaking it, even in writing, plants the seed. Subscribe to The Word Creates and turn on notifications, because every video on this channel is designed to hand you back a piece of ancient wisdom the modern world tried to make you forget. Like this video if you feel, even slightly, that something shifted while you were watching. And share this with the one person in your life who needs to hear that their financial struggle was never a life sentence. It was simply a language they hadn't learned yet. And if you're ready to go even deeper, there is a video on this channel that reveals the exact hidden reason certain people seem to attract money effortlessly, while others repel it without ever knowing why. It's uncomfortable. It's honest. And once you see it, you will never look at your own habits the same way again. Click on that video now, right there on your screen, because your transformation doesn't end with this video. This is only where it begins.